And so it's time to say goodbye to you.
Or let's get somebody in at half the price.
And that's exactly what they do, Tom. They bring in, two people.
Yeah.
I can get two of these college graduates that know how to use LinkedIn, that know how to use social media, that have computer skills, that don't have to hunt and peck type. I can get two for the price of you, and they don't have health problems. They're thrilled to work for half the money because there's so many of them. And a beached male is a guy 55 plus who still needs to work because we're living longer, but there are fewer and fewer places for him to go. And sometimes that's why they turn to alcohol, they turn to substances, or they turn to acting out behavior. For some people, addictive issues like gambling, because they're trying to get a quick hit because they're so afraid financially. It's catastrophic. Do not go down that road. If you do, turn around now, because it will not solve your problems. It will just create bigger ones.
And again, Justin Clark here with Dwight Bain. Fortunate to have him on the program. Now, if someone wants to contact you because they do
Sure, I'll send you the details.
Well, they can log on to just go to Google, look up my name, Dwight Bain, DWIGHT-BAIN. I'll write for a number of different blogs and different outlets. So easy to find on Google, and that way they can log it, whichever social media platform they use. They can find me, or if they're here in the Orlando area, they can contact me at the Lightworks group in Moore Park. But the easiest way, really, if they have access to the internet or access to a smartphone, is just look up my name, DWIGHT-BAIN.
All right, let me ask you the obvious question here. How did a nice guy like you get in a business like this?
Yeah. It's a great question, Tom. So I'm 9 years old, and I'm really fortunate. Fantastic parents, but they didn't have education. So we went to the library every week, and then they also listened to, what back then would have been called, and again, this is early 1960s, but it would have been called talk radio. Sure. And there were these programs on parenting and programs on improving your life, programs just like this one. I'm 9 years old. My mom gives me some money to go take to a delivery man, Charles Chips. And that's really dating me.
Sure, I know Charles Chips.
Charles Chips.
You bet.
So get this, Justin. Back then, you didn't go and buy Lay's potato chips at the store because those things have been sitting there for who knows how long.
Yeah.
They brought you fresh potato chips in a can.
In a truck. By truck.
Yeah, by truck, just like milk delivery. Yeah. And so I go to I hand the Charles Chips guy, and he says, "What do you want to be when you grow up, young man?" Tousles my hair, and I said, "I want to be a psychologist on the radio," because there was a particular guy in Southern California, Clyde Naramore. He's, and I even had a chance to meet him back in the 1980s before he died.
Yeah.
And he was a pioneer broadcaster in taking psychology programs onto the air and talking to parents, here are parenting skills, here are life skills. And it just had such an impression. And so going to college is easy if you know why you're going to college.
Yeah.
And so how did I get involved in this? I had a path at a very young age, and I said, that's what I want to do. I saw what a difference it made in the life of my parents, and I thought, that's what I'll spend my lifetime doing, giving people answers. And that's why I was so excited when Justin said, hey, can we spend some time together? Because using the same platform, broadcast radio just like this one, talk shows just like this one, add value to your journey. And for every listener who's tuned in and dialed in and who spends time at 102.5, I know that their life is better for it, and I'm glad to be part of the answer of helping them solve issues in their life.
And if you are waiting on hold, I promise you we will get to the call soon, and we do have a couple lines available at 407-674-1025. Justin Clark with you, along with Dwight Bain. Now, Dwight, here's something I hear often. Monotony. I just get up every morning and go to work, I come home and go to bed, and really just trying to get through Monday through Friday just to get to Saturday and Sunday. And it's sad in a lot of ways.
Yeah, it is.
How does someone deal with the monotony of life? Or what is your recommendation?
The research is pretty shocking that 60% of the people who went to work this morning do not like their job. They get up to go to a job that they don't like so they can make money to pay the rent, have a place to go to sleep, to watch some TV, to fall asleep, to get up in the morning to go to a job they do not like. And so part of what I do is counseling on complex issues and stress and pressure and helping people in relationship problems. But the other half of what I do is called executive coaching. And I'm helping people find purpose and passion. Here's what you want to do. You want to line up your purpose in life and your passion in life, what you are really excited about. And when people are living that monotonous life, that boring life, that's frequently when they get in trouble. Why does a woman sit there and flip through home shopping channel after channel and say, oh, look, only $1,000 for a new set of cookware. We need that.
But you can pay it in 4 easy installments.
And 4 easy installments.
Yes, of course.
And if you don't like the cookware, send it back and only pay for the $99 shipping charge. And you think, well, this is wacky. Why would people do that? And I think you've nailed it. Justin, they're bored. Their life has no meaning or purpose. So I line up my purpose with my passion, the thing that just fires up my belly. When I line those up, I now have my path. And when I'm living out my purpose, I'm living out my passion, now all of a sudden I'm not bored. I have an opportunity because of what I do as a writer to meet some really fascinating people and some great thinkers. And they're never bored and they're never boring. And it's fascinating to spend time with them because they're always doing amazing things because they don't lose time going home to watch reruns of films or worse. Watching reruns of Gilligan's Island. It's like I want to tell them, Gilligan gets stuck on the island. It's not real. It's just a show. Those friends in real life, they wouldn't have been able to make rent on an apartment. They would have been too busy working. Come on. It's just a silly TV show. What are you doing with your life?
All right, here's $1 million. Do you think money equals happiness?
It's a great question because I think that a lot of people listening to us would say, oh, absolutely. But here's what we know. People who win large sums of money, a lottery, they end up with maybe a big inheritance from grandma. Within 5 years, or worse off than the day they got the money. Because nobody taught them how to manage money. Nobody taught them, you can buy $1 million house, but you're going to have, $60,000 tax bill every year. You're going to have a $10,000 electric bill. And nobody taught them how to manage that. So when people say, if I could just get more money, then I'd get more happy. Right. Happiness flows out of meaning. It flows out of a sense of mindset. It was interesting, a number of studies, and one thing I was this morning, looking at the happiest countries, Canada tops the list this year. But when you start to look at countries where people are the happiest, frequently the average is $40,000. And you say, how is that possible? How could they be happy? In Nigeria, one of the happiest countries in the world, where some people have $2,000 for their U.S. income. How are they so happy? Because happiness is a mindset. It is not based on stuff. That's what some people say, I'll be happy when I get the $1 million house in the lake. I'll be happy when I get the trophy bike. I'll be happy when I get the two European cars. Then they get the payment book for all the things I just listed.
Right. That's a hard part.
And all of a sudden the happiness goes away because it's like,
Just managing and juggling all that is taking.
It creates a lot of stress. And it's interesting, sometimes the happiest people are the ones and the most poor people have the simplest lives. I think of Mother Teresa of Calcutta. She literally had, 2 changes of clothes. She lived in a borrowed house, but she had a meaning and a purpose of helping the wounded, the broken, the homeless, the lost children of Calcutta. Was given sainthood by the church because people looked at their life and said, man, I want to be like you. And when you look at the greatest thinkers, the greatest people in our culture, they're not the greatest because they have the most stuff. They're the greatest because of the most value that they have. Big controversy in Wired magazine last year because Wired is a magazine for techie, geeky kind of people. And a writer said, in 50 years, you will not know the name Steve Jobs, but you will revere the name Bill Gates. And it just blew up. But the writer made a really good point because he said the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation gives away billions of dollars. And Steve Jobs didn't do it. And he said in 50 years what people will remember is the guy who gave back. The guy who said my purpose in having all of this money is to give it back and make a positive difference instead of trying to figure out if I can just make more money.
Unbelievable. And again, just from my perspective, I know that the financial crisis has really challenged that. Everyone in Florida seemingly works in the construction industry, right? So everyone got hit, and it's just now really recovered. So I think it is so important to not bury the head in the sand, and let's really look and see what's going on financially, see how we can help the problem, And certainly, if you need any sort of mental health counseling, there's no one in this town that I trust more than Dwight Bain. Now, Dwight, do you have anywhere to go, or can you stick through the break?
Absolutely stick through the break. And I just checked my Twitter feed at Dwight Bain, and Pilar just said she just sent some love to you and me, Justin. I mean, we are lucky guys.
That is very, very nice. So stick tight. Justin Clark here. Dwight Bain's going to join us in the second half of the show as well. If you want to call us 407-674-1025. If you want to talk off the air, it's 321-282-1055. We'll go to the website, www.youhavepower.com. That's white.power.com. And I know those of you on hold, been on hold for a little bit. I promise you we'll get to you after the break. See you in a few minutes.
Ay, no, pero qué. No. Pero ¿por qué hacen eso? No, no se vale. No. No, no se vale que los conecten a uno.
I need an upper.
Y volvió otra vez a. No. No se vale que los